Pennsylvania Congressman Joe Sestak has accused the White House of trying to strong-arm him out of challenging Senator Arlen Specter in May's Democratic primary.
But now Sestak says it never happened, and even former President Bill Clinton is caught up in the controversy. Fox's Wendell Goldar has more.
Your statement here.
It seemed like another chapter in the saga of would-be Pennsylvania Senator Joe Sestak. Former President Clinton asked Tuesday why he was campaigning for someone he tried to get out of the race.
You did not? Wait. I wasn't even accused of that.
In May, the White House counsel's office said Chief of Staff Rahm Emanuel had Mr. Clinton tell Sestak he might get an unpaid position on an advisory board if he remained in the House. But for a president who once answered a question by saying it depends what the definition of is, the question about Sestak Tuesday was poorly phrased. Sestak says the conversation took place a month before he entered the race in August of 2009.
Mr. President, I would never, I would only get out of this or not get into it at the time because I wasn't in the primary at the time.
For the Republican National Committee, that's a distinction without a difference. Officials flagged the Clinton denial for reporters. Protecting Arlen Specter was the White House concern in mid-2009. He'd switched to the Democratic Party a few months before, and officials wanted to avoid a divisive primary fight. Sestak launched the controversy, saying he'd been offered a job not to run, which would have been illegal. Now he suggests he may have misspoken.
I didn't try to parse the word there. Sure. And then I said, after that, no comment to the follow-on questions that were asked.
Now that Sestak is the Democratic nominee, President Clinton is firmly behind him.
It doesn't make sense to defeat Joe Sestak because we hadn't gotten out of the worst economic crisis since the Depression in a year and a half. The hole was too deep.
The Philadelphia Inquirer asked Sestak about his conversation with former President Clinton. Sestak replied that Clinton was just an emissary, and it was no secret Washington didn't want him to run.
Today is, of course,